All right, cyber traders, welcome back. How's everybody doing on this lovely Thursday on Hump Day? Good to see you all. Good morning, Lewis, Mark. All right, looks like we did it again with this AVCT. Look at this bad boy making a nice little run. I was watching it earlier, and then I'm like, we're looking at it, and it was actually early morning. This was actually one of the first stocks on the watch list. And then if you look right around here around 7 o'clock in the morning, it kind of took off and it came right back down. But it started building a really nice little support levels right here. You could see it right there, right around 950. And then it started going up. And I know a lot of you guys started jumping in right around when it broke around 11. And I think everyone got out. I called out, it was big resistance levels right here. And you can see it kind of did a little bit of a shake, which we basically called out. And then all of a sudden, thing just popped and went to 1350. And, when I look over here and I bring up the orders, you could see here, let me just bring this back from where we started. And it's going to go back. So you could see that right around 8 o'clock when we saw that big buyer right here, he basically held it and the stock went up and then these sellers started getting done. And you could see that they just kept bidding and bidding and bidding, especially right here around this big buyer right here around $12, right around this, 950 where it kind of held right there. Look at that. Now there's a guy right there at 14 that's pushing it back down. But listen, remember what I told you guys, as a trader, everybody thinks that, is it really hard to make 50 cents? 50 lousy little stinking cents. 50. This stock just ran from 8 o'clock till now, ran literally almost $4.50. You needed 50 cents. 50 cents on 1,000 shares is $500 a day, is $100,000 salary. You don't need to hit home runs. Just remember what we taught about scalping. And you know what? If you missed it, don't worry about it. There's a lot more out there. And there was a couple other ones that we trade. And one of them was also, the metal stocks, which I want to talk about metals a little bit. And I want to bring up silver right here and bring it up. So anyway, regarding about the metals, we've been talking about metals for a while. And, I helped do your research. I know you guys, I've trained a lot of you. Lost your sound, Kathleen. Is everybody here okay? I don't know if Kathleen's the one that lost your sound in Cyber Group. Everybody hear me loud and clear? Okay. All right, good. All right. So regarding about the metals, listen, if they keep dishing out money, the Congress and doing these stuff, someone's got to pay. Someone has to pay. So when they started giving out these stimuluses, look at all these, look what silver had basically done. It went from almost $11, the ETF, look at that, went all the way up to about 25, 26 actually today. Things been on fire at 28. It just constantly keeps going up and up and up. It does trade a little volatile. One thing I might be doing, I'm probably going to do a video on this regarding about, everyone keeps talking about, what's the word I'm looking for? The algorithms, how they work. You want to know what it really looks like at a true algorithm. This is actually a really good stock to kind of show it to you, how it works. I'm going to do a video on it on YouTube, and I'll post it live for some of you want to know what actually a high frequency or algorithms, how they work. But anyway, metals obviously have been doing pretty well. And depending on the stimulus package, listen, they already predicted that they're projecting gold to hit 4,000, okay, in the next 2 years. So with inflation, I heard people talking about being at 6,000. Where is it now? The stocks are making all-time highs. So you're not hearing too much about it. You're starting to hear a little bit about it. But listen, as where there's when you have catastrophes like the coronavirus, a lot of it has to do with will affect other different types of markets, and that's what you're basically having right now. Norm says gold was at 1,200 in 2016. And you know what? I actually owned it when it was at 1,900. I actually owned it at 1,600. I actually wrote it down, but I'm like, it's gold. What could possibly happen? Go to 200, So actually worked out pretty well for me. But I think gold still got a lot more room with all this inflation going on. You have to look at that. But anyway, that's that kind of the new wave of what's happening due to the coronavirus. So listen, there's always something new that's coming up. And obviously there's a bunch of stocks that are moving right now. So I want to talk about some of them. Let's talk really quick about, we already know about this AVTC trade. That one's also on the watch list. Airlines. Yesterday, I don't know what happened, but airlines, I guess they said some senators were like cool with what they're doing and, everything. But airlines had a really nice pop yesterday, and then they came crashing down. And they're gapped up a little bit this morning. So I would keep an eye on all the airline stocks: American Airlines, Delta, Spirit Airlines, Southwest. They all look like they're moving. And then we did really well with this one too, with Carnival Cruise Lines. That one had a really nice pop yesterday. I don't know where that one came from. I think basically just took off. Yesterday, I tell you the truth, I didn't do that well in the morning. I made it all back in the afternoon. Okay. So there was a lot of these things had some nice little pops that had some really, really well. Even the Hertz trade did really well too yesterday. I don't know where this thing came from. Doesn't look like nothing right now, but let me just bring up the 5-minute chart. Yeah, right here you can see things just went from like 550, went up the way to $1.65. So this is another stock that looked really, really interesting. And I'm going to keep an eye on this as a swing trade too. So I think this probably has something to do with it. Now, a couple of the stocks also I made the watch list. We have the BHC that also gapped up pretty nice at 15%, but she's on the downtrend right now. I might take her off my list because you can see there's really not that many orders out there on level 3, so I might scratch that one out. And you know what? That could happen. It happens. You know, they look good in the morning, and you could see her at 7:30 had a nice push, but I thought she was going to hold here at $23, but doesn't look like she did that. I'm going to take that one out. EMAN, but I always like to show you, how these things react in pre-market. EEMAN, another stock that's up by 13%, 1.6 million shares already trading pre-market. Nice little spread, nice little move. Looks like it just broke. You can see it's kind of testing this high right here, back here on the long-term chart. But a lot of big orders out here, 12,000, 5,000, 10,000. So to me, a lot of people are scalping this stock, which you could do. But remember, you got to go out there and use your ECNs. There's a lot of people watching, and, I know we have a lot of new traders here also that start out. And you guys got to understand, brokerage services are very, very important. When you're a student here at CyberTradingu University, one of the big things we teach you is what is direct access. A lot of these brokers don't give it to you because they don't want to give you access to where they make their money from. And, you have to learn how to use the ECNs. You got to learn how to put orders out there. These limit orders, and seeing your limit order out there, not having somebody else do it for you because they're basically trading against you. But, go out there, have a game plan, try to scalp. If you scalp, if you do sell one order on an ECN, on NASDAQ or anything else, you beat the spread by 2 to 3 cents every time. If you keep buying on the offer and selling on the bid, you're losing the spread all the time, and you're going to get crushed. You got to be careful with that. All right. So anyway, the silver trade looks like she's starting to go back up again. She did a little bit of a shake right here. That one's back on my watch list. ADTX is another one that some of us killed it. Some news came out on the stock at 8 o'clock this morning. Things just went from $4.50 to $10. I don't know what the hell where that came from, but I know a lot of us basically go with that one. That was another good pre-market trade. And listen, here's a good saying: you can't go broke taking a profit. But you know what? The stock is really holding pretty strong right here. 5 million shares traded. It's holding pretty strong here to 650. I want to see what happens at the open. So that one also looks pretty good. And the BLNK, I heard it came out with some decent news. There we go. That one, we'll keep an eye on it. Now, I guess everybody heard the news on Wick. I don't know what the hell happened to Wick. Okay. Got crushed. All right. So I own Wick at 235. I was killing it. Went to 315. Right now, I don't know what to do. I might take my profit, whatever it is. I want to see how she opens up. But Wick, I know a lot of us own it right around here when it had that big spike right here. So, it was a great winner. I just threw away a huge profit, you know what I mean, on that stock. But it's unbelievable. If you read the news, they came out with great earnings. They blew out of earnings, and that's the problem with earnings. I was trying to tell everyone, it's not what they did, but what they're projecting, maybe on the second term around there. But anyway, it could be a good buy. Now, yeah, Bonnie, unfortunately, we're still without power. I think 1/3 they got it. Our office still shut down. Josh is still out. He should be very, we have a backup plan. He'll definitely be here by tomorrow, but I don't know what the hell is going on with this damn power. I mean, everyone's having issues. It's unbelievable, but it's not the hurricane's fault. It's the coronavirus fault, because a lot of the people that work at the power company are working from home and they don't have power and nobody can call them. So trying to dispatch is just a nightmare. But you would think like all the money you pay for them, they would know that, right? But I guess not. Terrible. So what else we got going on? So anyway, any other stocks out there that I'm missing, guys? I did not call out. Any other stocks out there? You got this one right here, the AVCT. Listen, we're right around the 915, 912 right now. You know that this is pretty much a dead zone. So pretty much not getting too much going on. If you got in your pre-market, you did pretty well. But right now, we just have to wait for the first 5 minutes for the market open and then decide where we want to go from there. Anything else? Anything we're missing? Plug had earnings. Yeah, Bonnie. So Plug also is on the watch list. I was looking at it. It's at $9, went to $10. It's breaking all-time highs. It was up 8%. It didn't come up on my watch list. But yeah, the Plug, I'm definitely going to keep an eye on that one too. Battery power stuff is doing pretty well lately. All right. Anything else out there? Anybody on YouTube, Facebook Live? You like anything that's out there that we'll check out? All right. Let me just bring something up here really quick so everybody could see it. So anyway, I just want to make an announcement really quick. Hold on. So yesterday we had a with the power outage. We were supposed to have this event yesterday on Wednesday. We ended up canceling it because we just had so many issues. We postponed it till today at 12 o'clock. So for everybody here, sorry about with yesterday, but just we were pretty much out. A lot of us were pretty much in there we go, Thursday. There we go. So it looks like we just updated it. So it's going to be today at Thursday. And, like I said, we had no choice because everything that happened here. So if you haven't registered yet, we'll post a link up and we'll look forward talking to you. We'll talk about level 3, level 4, some of the stocks that we traded. And then also we'll kind of educate you about time and sales and everything else. We do this every week, so don't miss that opportunity. All right, guys? All right. Anything else that that we did not call out? Anything else? Did you look at the BIOC trade? Yeah, that one, that one also, just keep in mind, it's a penny stock. You know my whole thing about penny stocks, but yes, we'll put that one on our watch list. Absolutely. It's moving up really, really nicely right there. All right. All right, guys. So listen, you got about 15 minutes. Let's go fill up our coffees, go hit the restrooms, get ready to trade for the next hour and a half. If you're new here to Cyber Group, in the cyber trading room, remember, we trade only about an hour. We stop commentary at 10:30. You shouldn't be trading after that. We still trade, you know what I mean? But most of the action happens the first hour and the last 30 minutes. Greatest job that pays a lot of money. Just focus on that day's pay. All right, guys. Good luck. We'll see you back here at 12 o'clock.